What's up guys, welcome to the first official video of my YouTube channel, Microbiology Nerd. I'm Sai, and today I'll be introducing you guys to microbiology. Let's start with a definition. Simply put, microbiology is the study of microorganisms. Microbes are super tiny and impossible to see with the naked eye. This is where microscopes come in handy. Essentially, a microscope is like a powerful magnifying glass that helps us see objects and organisms up to 1,000 times their actual size. They may be tiny, but microbes play a huge role in our planet. Some of these examples include food production. Nitrogen-fixing bacteria are essential for agriculture. They convert atmospheric nitrogen into a usable form for plants. This boosts crop yields. Plants are able to uptake this in the form of ammonium and nitrates. Other microbes, such as bacteria and yeast, are used in food fermentation processes to make many of the foods we enjoy, such as cheese, bread, beer, and even chocolate. Some microbes can also help preserve food using this process. For instance, have you ever wondered what gives pickles their tangy flavor? Probiotic bacteria such as lactobacillus consumes the sugar present in the cucumber used for pickling and produces lactic acid, which helps preserve the pickles and gives them that flavor. Nutrient cycling and decomposition. Microbes play a critical role in decomposing organic matter, returning essential nutrients like nitrogen, sulfur, and carbon back into the environment. This process fuels the growth of plants, helps recycle nutrients, and keeps the environment clean. The tiny bacteria that are currently helping you digest your food are likely descendants of the very same bacteria that revolutionized Earth's atmosphere billions of years ago. That ancient bacteria is called cyanobacteria, a type of photosynthetic bacteria that consume carbon dioxide and sunlight to produce organic matter and oxygen. This significantly contributes to the planet's overall oxygen production and carbon dioxide consumption. Microbial remediation is a technique that utilizes the power of microbes to clean up contaminated environments. This offers a more sustainable and environmentally friendly approach to cleaning up water resources while minimizing CO2 emissions and energy consumption. Human health. Microbes have a surprisingly two-sided influence on human health. While some microbes cause disease, others are crucial for our well-being. They aid in digestion, support the immune system, and maintain overall health. Fun fact: some anaerobic bacteria, such as Bacteroides species found in the colon of mammals, are able to synthesize B vitamins, specifically B6. They can contribute up to 86% of our daily B6 needs. Isn't that amazing? Biotechnology and biofuels. Microbes are utilized in various biotech applications like producing antibiotics, enzymes, and biofuels. Currently, scientists are making use of edible plant material, such as sugarcane, to produce ethanol. This process involves extracting glucose to ferment into ethanol by the help of yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Investigations into producing renewable energy sources could potentially be the key to powering cars in the future. Now let's take a dive into the history of microbiology. It essentially began with the development of the microscope. Dutch tradesman Antony van Leeuwenhoek, widely regarded as the father of microbiology, was the first to describe and document microorganisms accurately from a drop of lake water under a microscope he built himself. He was also the first to describe red blood cells, which significantly contributed to our understanding of human physiology and the circulatory system. His research and advances in microscope design made huge contributions to the scientific field and opened up a previously invisible world of microorganisms. Leeuwenhoek began making simple microscopes of the sort that English physicist Robert Hooke described in his illustrated book Micrographia. Hooke was an astronomer who decided to turn his attention to the invisible world. Following his discoveries, he recorded his observations in his book with detailed drawings of insects and plant cells. He was the first to use the word cell to describe the tiny square segments he observed under the microscope. Louis Pasteur, a French chemist and microbiologist, is often referred to as the father of medical microbiology for his discoveries in microbiology and immunology. His investigations into bacteria in food and beverages led to him discovering that bacteria can be destroyed by heating. This is where the term pasteurization was established. He was able to decontaminate beverages such as wine using this process. His discovery of germ theory eventually led to him developing vaccines against anthrax, cholera, smallpox, and rabies. Before the development of germ theory in 1861, surgeons would perform surgeries without washing their hands. Thanks to his contributions, Pasteur saved millions of lives. Because of his research, we now understand the importance of hygiene and sterilization. His work laid the foundation for germ theory and modern vaccination practices, making him one of the most influential scientists in history. Another important figure in history of microbiology is German physician Robert Koch. He is often referred to as the founder of modern bacteriology. Although he wasn't the first to discover that microorganisms cause disease, he was in fact the first to link a specific bacterium to a specific disease. Koch discovered the bacterium that caused anthrax, and his methods enabled others to identify other important pathogens. He learned that dyes helped the visibility of microorganisms under a microscope, and worked together with his assistant Julius Petri, who designed a Petri dish to culture bacteria. Koch formulated criteria called Koch's postulates in 1884 to establish whether a particular organism was the cause of a particular disease. He applied this to describe the etiology of tuberculosis and cholera. Although useful at the time, modern concepts revealed that the criteria does not apply in various circumstances. Once it was discovered that individuals can be asymptomatic carriers of disease, this invalidated Koch's first postulate. The second postulate was also invalidated when we gained knowledge that some pathogens are incapable of growing in pure culture, for instance viruses. Nevertheless, his contributions significantly advanced our understanding of infectious diseases and had a profound impact on public health practices. Now that we've looked at the history of microbiology, let's meet the main group of microorganisms. They come in all shapes and sizes and can be unicellular, one cell like bacteria, multicellular, made up of many cells like fungi, and acellular, not technically alive but able to replicate, like viruses. First group include bacteria that appear in different shapes and arrangements. Some are beneficial to us, while others can be pathogenic. Amongst them, we have drug-resistant strains like MRSA, which we call superbugs. We then move on to viruses. These guys are smaller than bacteria. We often call them the hijackers of the microbial world because they can't survive on their own and invade other host cells to replicate. Next, we have fungi. They are different to bacteria and viruses. They can be single-celled or multicellular. Some fungi cause infections like athlete's foot or thrush, while others are used to make antibiotics or ferment food. Last but not least, we have parasites. These guys are hitchhikers in the microbe world. They live on or inside other organisms and get nutrients from them. Some parasites like worms can be seen with our naked eye, while others are microscopic. There are protozoa, which are single-celled like Giardia. Then we have the helminths, which are multicellular, such as tapeworms. Understanding different types of parasites is crucial for diagnosing and treating infections. Microbes are everywhere and in abundance. Before we go, I want to leave you guys with a fun fact. There are more microbes on your body than there are people on Earth. 8 billion people on Earth, and roughly 38 trillion microbes on a human body. How cool is that? I will be posting more in detail content about each microorganism, so make sure to tune in. Please leave a comment if you have any questions, and also give us a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. See you in the next one.